Thaddea, Darci, Harrison, great to meet you. And thank you, I think, for the scare that you've given me.
You're very welcome.
Harrison, on your Instagram, you put up a post of the Irregulars and you said, oh boy, here we go. Who's ready? What do we need to be ready for?
You need to be ready for a lot of things. There's a lot of stuff going on in this show, which is a great thing to be a part of, because there's action, there's supernatural elements, there's also really deep relationships between some of the characters. It's hopefully going to make you laugh, it's going to make you cry maybe, and it's definitely going to leave you a bit worried for going to bed and nightmares that might happen.
Yeah, if you're like me, there's lots of those happening. Thaddea, you put up a post about Bea and you've said, I've spent over a year with wee Bea and it was a complete honour. I can't wait for you to meet her. How did it feel saying goodbye to her and now knowing that the world is going to have her?
It was really strange. I think it's very hard when you it is like spending a year with another person. And I learned a lot kind of from just being her, and she's so confident and so sure of herself, but also very aware of other people. And I think that I really hope that I've taken some of that from her, and I'm really excited to see what other people think, because I love her so much, but I'm very biased, as are the rest of the team. So I'm really excited to hear what people think. And I was talking to Tom Bidwell, our creator, about when the show comes out and how you deal with all that, and he said, we know what we made, and we were all through that journey together. So really what matters is that we're happy and we're proud of what we've done, because we did all the groundwork. We were there together for a year. So I think as long as we are happy in ourselves and proud of what we've done, which we are, then whatever comes next, whatever people think, I'm really excited to hear, good or bad, or just opinions.
Darci, how do you handle that, what Thaddea is talking about there? Because this is something, it's not like, I shouldn't use the word regular, but you know what I mean? It's not like
irregular.
There you go. So, it's not like terrestrial TV where you get to work on stuff week to week. With Netflix, you're in this bubble for a year and it's incredible. You get really close, you walk away, and then you put it all out. How do you feel about that? How do you deal with that?
Yeah, I think it was very strange. I definitely missed the guys when they went back home, and there was that kind of sense of like I miss them, and like it was quite weird to just go from living so intensely close to one another and like being together all the time to like just not. And I think it was a little bit sad, but then to think that we've got this whole experience to share with each other, that this show's coming out and we've got to enjoy it with each other. And I think being a part of an ensemble it's such a big part of that, is that you've got other people to kind of enjoy the ride with almost. And it's really, I feel very fortunate for that.
So on the 26th of March, Harrison, do you guys have a WhatsApp group that at 8 o'clock in the morning will start buzzing as it lands on Netflix? And
I'm going to be sending lots of messages, I think. We've all got a WhatsApp group we sort of keep in touch with. And that day is going to be pretty exciting. It's a bit daunting because, as you said, like we've all spent such a long time on it, but I think it's a show that we're all really proud of, and we're just excited for people to see it and hopefully get behind the series.
And Thaddea, what will you do? Because usually, pre-pandemic, you'd all get together to watch, even, not the whole series, but one or two episodes together. So what are you guys going to do to celebrate that?
We have a virtual kind of screening, which is really lovely, and the cast and the crew are all going to be together on that, and it's just like a little toast to not a nod to everyone's hard work, and that's really lovely. And it's a very kind of private thing, which is really nice to kind of regroup and be like, okay, we're not alone in this, we are together, we all know what we've done, let's see what happens now. So that's quite exciting and a lovely alternative, rather than just not do anything.
Darci, one of the taglines is, you know nothing of what it is to be afraid. And it's true when it comes to this, right? I was freaked out, as I keep telling you. But what was it like for you filming to be next to those, I'm going to call them things, as you were filming?
Creatures.
Yeah. How did you sleep at night?
I actually slept as sound as a baby when I was filming.
Not gonna lie. It's really quite worrying.
Well, I mean, it was quite tiring. So I was like, at the end of the day, I was like, get me in bed. But now, you know what? the guys who are actually playing these things and monsters were really lovely guys, and I got to know them quite well. Spent a lot of time with them. They were telling me how they garden and kind of have carrots in the garden, and it was great, and we had this great relationship. So I actually wasn't creeped out, but then when I watched it, I started having these really intense kind of vivid nightmares. So I think, yeah, it was quite freaky, really.
So I just want to go back a step there, Darci, where you're saying that you're there just chatting to these guys, like
Yeah.
regular guys. Were they in their costumes, just talking about, and then I did this on the weekend, and
yeah, we were talking about Centre Parks. We're having a great time, having a jolly old chinwag. Great.
She wasn't that friendly with us.
Yeah, I know. We missed out on these conversations. We didn't get any of that.
It's only Ian, guys.
Well, I'm not sure about that, Harrison, because I was talking to Mikkel and Jojo, and they were telling me that you guys did hang out together offset. And sometimes, like, especially when you went into an escape room in Liverpool, you all turned into your own characters. Tell me more about this.
We'd like to think so. I mean, Leo is incredibly clever, and that was a stretch for me anyway to play these parts. But yeah, when we went into that escape room, we very quickly fell into the format of, Thaddea was very much in control. Jesse was a right-hand man, and then the boys didn't really know what to do. So we were kind of just picking stuff up and having a look at that and going, is this important? And we weren't much help at all. But we got out, though, in the end. So we must have done something right.
We're here.
We made it.
We made it.
Thaddea, I think it's in the first episode, and I think it's Sherlock says to B, if I'm right, what you thought was madness is power. When you look at your own life and you think, oh, no, that's a bit off kilter, or I don't think that's going to work. When you look back and go, actually, that is what makes me me and gives me my superpower. What would that be?
Oh, wow. Oh, God. I actually think a lot of my own power comes from the people around me, I think. And I think all of us suffer from imposter syndrome at times. You think, oh God, they've cast the wrong person, or oh no, they've made a mistake, or they're going to recast it. I'm not up to the job. I'm not good enough. And it's those moments where you really have to kind of pull yourself through. And I lean very heavily on people around me. And I think that's where I get my strength from. Those people who are so confident in themselves, or even if they're not confident, they've worked through things and they're very open about talking about that journey and sharing. So I think that's where my power comes from. Other people.
It's actually really interesting you mentioned that, because watching the Golden Globes, I think I was most shocked about Jodie Foster turning around going, oh my God, I can't believe I'm winning this. Jodie Foster, who we think would have no imposter syndrome, has imposter syndrome still. Darci, does that exist in your life? How do you deal with that?
Yeah, I think, as Thaddea was saying, I think we all have it in kind of different, we all have it in different ways. And I think there are times where you step back and question yourself, especially in this industry, so uncertain, and like you never know where you're going to be one moment to the next. And I think that kind of constant roller coaster of, you hit these really high highs, and then you can hit really low as well. And I think it's a tough industry at times to kind of, just like feel it, you don't feel good all the time, basically. So I think there are definitely moments where you sit back and you're like, am I doing the right thing? Am I supposed to be here? And I think, the thing that drives me forward anyway is my kind of just love for it, just the whole thing. And, yeah.
Harrison, how do you deal with those lows? Because as Darci said, the highs are like massively high.
Very much so.
Even not the downs, but like the unsure moments. How do you deal with those?
Yeah, it's a strange thing. We're always dealt with sort of uncertainty, especially as being an actor. And for me, it's a very much thing of sort of preparation. Like if I can go into an audition and I've done all the sort of preparation, I've done the rehearsal, and I can come out of it going, well, that was the best that I could have done. Then it goes down to all the sort of variables of the industry, which you have no control over. So I'm very much that do everything you can for yourself, whether it's your mental health or your exercise regime or just getting into the best you can be. And then it's all up to the world, and you just got to take everything with a bit of a smile, really.
That's actually a good piece of advice. Before I let you guys go, Thaddea, have you heard anything about a season 2?
No, but I think we're all absolutely ready to do it if it comes our way. And I think we would love to go back, but if season 1's all we get, then I think we're all very, very proud of what we've managed to achieve together as an entire team, not just the cast, like all of the crew, all of the production team. It's a massive, massive team effort from pre-production, current production, and then post-production. So yeah, just very proud of it.
Well,
I want to go back to Liverpool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, either way, whether you're going back as a cast or on your own, just celebrate this moment, because putting together a series for Netflix is huge.
Thank you so much.
Amazing.